So guys, as I said, we would be coming back showing y'all the good, the ugly, and everything in between. We have had a minor setback on our original property. The original contractor that we had some issues with, so we had to fire him. So we had to bring on a new contractor. As you guys can see, they have had to come through and take up the flooring throughout the entire house. So now the new contractor is gonna come in and put down new flooring. They have had to go through, oh my goodness, Jehovah. Stop yelling. You too. So they have had to go through and fix the drywall because there were a lot of spots that these corners, they were rough. They were not 90-degree corners, and so the new contractor had to come in and pretty much fix everything.
Contractor will make you or break it.
Yeah.
You know, luckily we got money, because if this was somebody's first flip and they underbidded it and they didn't have any extra capital or cash, then no, I'm gonna keep my mask on. I don't know where y'all been.
I see him. You don't know where y'all
I
been.
don't know where y'all been today.
Anyway.
But, yeah, drywall. What I'm talking about?
Oh, gee. Like I said, your contractor can make or break you. And thankfully, we had a little extra fundage because, I mean, it's going to be how much more extra you think we're going to have to put out now?
Well, we're not doing the driveway now, so that saves $2,000. So it's just probably like about $4,000 to go through. We fix the drywall, repaint. And he actually cut me a deal because he gonna do the next house for me.
Right.
So we'll come in here, repaint everything. Basically finish the house out.
Yeah.
For us.
So,
luckily this is a rental.
Right. Not something we're trying to flip to sell.
Right, because the rental you don't have to do a lot of things that you have to do for new construction. I mean, not new construction, but a full remodel. So we was able to save some money, move things around, and work it out. You know?
Right.
You should always, like we do a budget, man, for these rehabs. Always have like a kitty or contingency fund because you never know what's gonna happen. You know, most contractors work for money up front, and then you have to fire them, and then you just out there, you know, somebody else have to come back in and redo the work that they've been doing. Dang, man, you know, I ain't.
I'm sorry.
So, I ain't like you hold these on the right way.
Poor thing.
But if you see, I don't know, like the corners won't right. They came in here seeing this shit and they say nothing to me.
So first off, I didn't see the corners being, like,
Wait, get the camera on.
I didn't.
It is on.
It's not. It's still recording. That's what you get.
You know what I'm saying? You know you been fucked up out here in the streets.
I didn't mess up.
I messed up because I was trying to look out. So we got the house to do the remodel, right?
Right.
And so I got my best friend. He like, you know, my uncle. He do this joint. He can get you right.
So we were trying to look out.
Tie you up. So I'm like, you know. So he came over and he did good for the first month, first about 2 months, right? And then it just went downhill. And then it just month after month, it was like an excuse. Then he got put out of the house, so he got evicted. And so, being the nice person I am, Tay didn't want to do it.
Tay didn't want to do what?
Let him stay here.
Oh, I didn't.
So, I'm like, you know.
Because I knew that if you did, something negative was going to come of it. They become comfortable, they become lazy.
Man, hairline ain't about.
Jonathan, we're not talking about your hairline. So I didn't want to let them stay here because, like I said, I felt like once they got in here, they would be comfortable. It would be like their place of residence. So they wouldn't feel a rush to need to get the property done, which is what happened. It was like they moved in and all of a sudden it halted. It was, oh, we got to pause for this, or we got to wait for this, or I can't do it because of that. And so it just kept pushing the project back, which is what I knew would happen. But he's a nice guy.
And it's not that I'm a nice guy, it's that I was away out of town. And somebody can't be without me, so they came. So there's nobody here for proper representation to monitor what's going on.
This is your people.
So, but I'm saying,
it was easy to say, hey, don't move into my property.
Anyway, that was after the fact. I can't do this. I can't. You know, I ain't got them long arms like you know what I'm saying? I got a little stubby arms.
It's okay. It's perfect.
So, yeah, but my arm. So, Tay came with me to San Diego, and there wasn't nobody here to keep out. They were sending me pictures, but don't ever believe. Look, listen to me. Listen, don't ever trust no picture. Have someone or you put eyes on it at all times, because pictures can hide. Y'all know, you take pictures. You see somebody picture online, you gonna meet them in real life. They don't look nothing like they did on their picture. That's just how it is. You know what I mean? So always look at the pictures.
He doesn't know his lighting. I'm gonna help him.
Girl, y'all, this YouTube. Yeah, that right lighting. YouTube.
No, they need to be able to see. You don't want it to be dark.
Well, look, I gotta shorten up my arm. Think my arm burning down.
All right. So go ahead. Now you can finish your.
But
make sure you keep your eyes on your property. Nobody was here to monitor what was happening. He was telling us things were getting done. Jonathan was getting pictures. It looked great in the pictures. I actually came up here to do
some walkthroughs.
The walkthroughs with some of the possible tenants. And I am not one that's like looking at the details, because when I first walk in, we had already given them information saying, hey, Tay's gonna be coming and doing walkthroughs. We need the place cleared out. It needs to be, what needs to be done before this day. So when I got here to do my walkthrough and it was still in shambles, I called him. He called and told them, like, nah.
Yeah, because when she called me with a problem, and she's like very condescending at times, you know what I mean? So it's like I'm a chump from my wife or something.
So they called and they was like, we're gonna have it all cleared out and blah blah blah. So that next day, by the time I got here, I had scheduled visits. So I didn't have time to walk through and look at everything in detail.
Look, y'all, as soon as I walked through that door, I looked in the ceiling.
I didn't pay any attention to the ceiling because to me, I didn't see it. So
like as soon as I walked in, but it's cool. She didn't know what to look for.
I
didn't. Know what I'm saying? So and I had already paid them for the drywall. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I walk in, I'm looking, I'm like, nah, this ain't it. You can see the seams in the drywall. You can see imperfections in the drywall.
Right.
Like I didn't pay Joe. I didn't pay to do no touch-up drywall work.
So everything
paid to do the drywall.
So everything that y'all are seeing that looks pretty much new is what our new contractor has had to come in and correct and repatch and fix.
So they're gonna come in and paint my sand. Then the floor.
Oh,
so
he started on this
the
floor.
The he put in, he didn't screw down, so it started coming up in certain places and pushing the floor up, and then the whole floor. Basically, we had to replace the whole floor.
So he didn't put these down?
You're not supposed to nail glue on it. You're supposed to screw it in.
Okay.
So, but in some spots he didn't even nail it down. He just threw the drywall. Not drywall. He just threw the laminate
on top of it. And that's why it was buckling.
I'm sure you're not supposed to be able to do that with your floor.
Buckling.
And that's why we've had to take it all up.
Right.
And we got to do it all over.
We had to come in. We had to come in and redo this whole floor. And Basically, we're not gonna put because he got the floor messed up in some spots. So the new contractor basically advised us to come in and put carpet in up into the kitchen and then run hardwood back throughout that kitchen area. So the carpet will hide any imperfections in the floor, and it won't come up like the laminate flooring, the laminate planks did. So we're gonna still have laminate planks on the back half of the house, but in the front living area and the bedrooms, we're gonna have. How does she keep this? You know what? I think I got a solution. Whew. There we go. There we go, just like that. Yeah. All right. So, I don't know how she hold the camera. My arms burning. Bang. All right. Boy, like. So yeah, he just advised to put carpet in. It's a rental, so it's not that big of a deal, you know. Most people would rather carpet anyway. Always make sure. Always make sure you got a good contract. You get 3 or 4 references. What is references? Jesus, I can't talk. It's like Tay does the videos.
What you said? What words you just said?
Don't worry about it.
No, I want to know. I need to hear that.
Mind your business. So always get references. 3 of them. I don't know the ringer. 5 of them if you can. Never ever work with get a family, a friend or a family. Nothing. My homeboy can do this. No, that's Tank. I'll call him back. But don't ever. If somebody recommend you to them, and
unless you know that they are a reputable contractor or somebody that like for real.
Look, man, what you need to do, you need to go to Lowe's, Home Depot. There's contractors going in and out there every day. Get their cards, call them, ask to see pictures of their work, ask if you can go to one of their job sites, look at their work. Yeah, don't, cause like even if they don't, like if you go to your friend, right, and that's their uncle or that's whatever, and they do work for you, right, or they mess up, you're gonna have some type of. It's gonna be hard to fire that person. It's gonna be hard. You're gonna keep giving them, not her, but me. And like, if you like me and you like real loyal to your friends and you know what I'm saying, you gonna try to look out for their people. You know what I'm saying? So just stay away from that. You know what I'm saying? That's right. It's business. So don't mix business with friends, business, nothing. It's all business. You know what I'm saying? So I lost about 10 grand in rent. You know what I'm saying? Messing with these dudes. And then 4 to 6 grand in repairs to have to come and redo what they're supposed to have done in the first place. So don't. Contractor will make you or break you. Make you or break you. So make sure you have the right contractor. Always get an itemized budget of how much, what's gonna cost. Never paying all the money up front. You know, there's little things like that you know. And that's why I have extra money to pay for this stuff, because I negotiated with him a low price and I paid him based on the work being done. So I had a lot more money left over at the end that I could pay somebody else to come in here and fix it. You know, so contractors, I can't say it enough. Contractors make or break your flips. If you got a bad contractor, fire them. And don't be like me. Learn from my mistakes. You know, this was my first flip. You know, usually we get the houses already done, we can move people in. This is my first flip to basically buy and hold, to where I had to revitalize the property. And it's been a year. But I learned a lot of things in this year. So it's all growing pains. And I don't look at it as a negative, I always try to look at it as a positive. I learned a lot. And it's gonna just make me better. Period. You know, sometimes you can when you losing money and you messing up and it's messing up your money, you'll learn real quick. You know, well, not real quick because it took me a year, but like I said, it was my homeboy, uncle, and I was, you know, looking out for me for the hard times. But that's why you should never do business with family. You should never do business with friends. It should always be somebody you don't know because you don't have that attachment to them. So if you gotta fire them, you can fire them with no guilt on your conscience. You know? And then like when I came in here, saw the drywall was messed up, saw the floor was messed up, I said, look man, I'm gonna give y'all the Saturday to do this to pay the rest of y'all money. That's another thing. You don't ever pay them everything until. So you always have an amount that you're gonna pay them at the end of the job. They only collect when everything is finished. Period. We ain't talking. If you got a problem with that, we don't need to talk. Period. Especially if you're paying these people 60. Some of these rehabs cost 30K plus. Like I'm not finna pay you all that money up front. Know what I'm saying? I don't know what you're saying behind me, but know what I'm saying. Sometimes you gotta ask them what did the 5 fingers say to the face. Sometimes you gotta ask them. But I still gave him the Saturday to do it. So we came up here this Saturday.
It wasn't even that Saturday.
No, I'm saying like, we came up here. That's what I told him. I said, look, I'm gonna get out the next Saturday to get all this stuff done. And actually, we had already gave him a deadline, but they missed it. So I'm like, I'm gonna get out another deadline.
He's a nice guy.
Next Saturday to get all this stuff done.
Yep.
So those guys, they didn't come in and work all Sunday. They actually checked it like they were staying here. They came in and they watched me and Tay work while they sat in here and watched TV.
Yep.
So I'm just like, okay, maybe. And then while they staying here for free, they was out on somebody else's job, doing the job for them instead of working in here. So I'm just like, all right, cool. He ain't getting the money from me until next week?
Yep.
When he finished. Yep. So all right, cool. It's Sunday. Day of Sabbath. He looking for the day off to do whatever he want to do. Cool. Then he didn't show up on Monday.
Not at all.
At all.
And while we were working on the receptacles, we noticed more and more of
the imperfections. Sometimes you don't see them as you're walking through until you get like down. You like.
I was sitting on the floor and there was a space like this wide where the floor and the wall just didn't meet.
So they didn't even try to put it under the trim. They didn't ask for no quarter round to put it around the base to hide it or nothing. So I knew they were gonna leave it like that.
Yep.
And when she showed me that, it was like it clicked. Ding. Sometimes it takes a lot for that light to come on in my head, but it came on like ding, and like I was instantly filled with rage. Instantly, like it just came over me. I was like, no, it stops here. I don't care who they're related to. But I was just so mad, you know what I'm saying? I ain't mad, you know what I'm saying? Because like I said, I try to look at it like a learning lesson. The hard lesson that I learned, you know what I'm saying, over time. But it just blew me. Right? That whole situation just blew me. And basically I came in and Tay showed me that the floor wasn't right. And I was just like, I need you to go immediately and get locks to change these doors. Or get some locks so we can change the locks on these doors.
Yep.
And she went, and I called every 5 minutes, where you at? But we need these locks changed immediately.
Yes.
So I called them, and they answered. I called them like 3 or 4 times. They answered the phone. That just made me even more angry.
Yeah.
So
we were giving them.
Tell somebody to fire a contract. When you call your contractor, especially when you spend the tens of thousands of dollars with your contractor, I don't care if you.
It doesn't matter when you call. They should be able to answer your call. Even if they can't answer your call, they should be able to answer a text message. And we were texting them, we were calling them. He's literally sticking his finger in the back of his foot.
What's that being weird, man? So I don't care what time you call your contractor. If you spend $1,000 with him, you should be able to talk to him anytime. Period. Are you finished? If I'm paying you $60,000, if I call you, you never have to call him 4 o'clock in the morning. That's just an exaggeration. But if I call you anytime, you should answer my phone call. Like
during normal business hours. If you have business hours and I call you, you should answer. And we were calling him. It was like early in the day. It wasn't even past 2, 3 o'clock.
Yeah.
It was like still day and it was working hours. And he didn't answer the phone. He didn't answer his text message. And
just learn, like I said,
just showed us that he wasn't
learn from us. Like if they don't answer the phone for you when you call, you need to cut them off and move on to the next contractor. That contractor, and if you spend $1,000 with him on multiple jobs, that's revenue from him coming in. So if he don't even respect that, then he's not gonna respect your jobs. So get him out of there. You know, you call him a couple times, he don't answer, cut it right there, boom, cut it.
Yeah.
Always have a contract stating exactly how much stuff costs.
You already did that.
What?
Detailed invoice.
Oh, I did.
Yes, you did. That's not
But
right.
anyway,
I see how you got it like propped up.
no, my arm was burning. I was like, how she do this on a daily basis? You got a family about it. You can go ahead and get it right.
Okay. Do you have anything else?
I was gonna say something about the budget, but you had.
Well, you were saying that you always want to make sure that you get an itemized breakdown of what everything is gonna cost.
Right, and attach that to a contract with the scope of work on what they are going to accomplish and how often you will pay them. And in that contract, you want a clause in there to say, I will not pay you anymore if a reasonable person can walk in this house and tell no work is done.
Yeah.
So you already want to put that in your contract, because these people will put contractors' liens on your properties, mechanics' liens on your properties, and then when you go to sell your house, you gotta.
What's going on? Yes. Why do you keep doing that?
I don't know what's going on back there. And then when you go to sell your house, they have to settle all those accounts, all those liens. Yeah, they have to settle all those liens before they can sell your house. You know, that's profit out your pocket. So always have a contract. You sign, they sign, have that contract attached to your budget, and both of y'all sign the budget.
Yep.
You know, so when it's all over on this new house in Harding, I will have Tay post all the documents that we had to sign, how we got the financing for it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you want me to go this again, because we already told y'all this in the other video. So I'm just going to
Well,
show
maybe
you.
they didn't catch the other video. So when the next property is finished, as he said, we'll break down everything that we spent on it, including purchase price, renovation costs, any miscellaneous fees that might be, you know, acquired while we're doing the flip.
Yeah. And I'm going to show y'all the contract that me and my contractor signed.
And we got a bomb contractor now. So
He knows what he knows
knows
what he's doing.
what he's doing, and he
Everybody
has
I
a
talk
team
to-
that knows what they're doing.
Don't say nothing bad about him. So check the references, y'all.
Yep.
Have to check the references. Make sure.
Check them and check them again, because
Yeah.
as being a property manager, I realized that they may give you a reference number that's their cousin. So if you can do your own research on references, just make sure that you're actually talking to who they claim you're talking to.
Absolutely.
So, yeah. But that's the ugly side of it. I mean, you go through it, you realize it. This is our very first one, so it was a learning lesson. It was a lesson learned, and I think you're going to continue to learn. It doesn't matter how many times you do it or how long you do it.
Like
You're
I said,
gonna
we're
learn
not
something.
experts. You know, I bought a lot of classes.
Yep.
I went to a lot of conferences, a lot of seminars.
There's some
watched,
stuff
watched,
they just can't teach.
watched a lot of YouTube videos, and they told they basically told me, like,
Yeah.
fire your contractors immediately if you have any doubts. But you know, because I had that attachment to that guy, I couldn't fire him. You know, so
I could have, but I felt like because he was his people, I didn't want to be like.
we talked about this earlier. Like, she saw the car going off the cliff,
I
and she
did.
allowed me to go off the cliff. Like, you see somebody driving-
It was his first.
I don't like if I got my license for the first time, right? And you see me crash, you be like, man, this is first time driving. I ain't gonna let him crash the car. No, stop. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you got to brake on the side, hit the brake. You know what I'm saying?
Sorry.
Because I can't, you know, I'm looking at the lens. I'm not. She don't have no attachment to these people. You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking at it through a different lens. So she saw the train about to crash, and she didn't hit the little thing. Yeah, no, that's the people know. That's what she did.
I didn't do
She
it.
hit the doo doo. Hey, these guys are screwing you, but I ain't gonna stop. That's what she did. She did it. She hit the warning. She hit the doo. And she said we still gonna crash. But I guess like last week was just the week she was like,
Yeah, I should have been saying something, but honestly, like I said, it was his people. I didn't want to feel like I didn't want him to think I was the bad guy. I mean, but I'm gonna have to be the bad guy because he was just too nice, and he wasn't gonna let him go. I had to keep Hey, look, you see this over here? Hey, you saw that right there? Did you check that out? Did you talk to him about that?
And like I said, I'm not here. I'm in California, so I don't know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? So, and you know, it's cool. But I've been walking around with her, showing her what to look for.
Yep.
So next time,
I know what to do.
she
So I
gonna
can
be on
come in
it.
there and be like, look, that ain't right. Fix it. Or go.
She said what she said. That's all. That's my only line from now on. I'm gonna start letting Tate deal with these people. You know, like I am really a nice person, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
nice too. But when it comes to business,
It don't matter what it comes with.
don't
She
do
is,
that.
man. I'm glad I got her on my team. And like she can't hide it neither. She can't hide it. Like she don't like somebody. I don't know if they don't know, but I can see it in their face. Like we was talking to somebody at one of the properties that we had purchased, and the young lady was talking, and I seen all of her in Tate's face. She was like, she not gonna be here long. I'm like, Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy, man. I'm trying to deal with these people. But I'm gonna go ahead and get the phone back to her.
I think we have covered everything. But that's pretty much it, y'all. I mean, at the end of the day, if you're doing these type of projects, like he said, go to your properties, check out your contractors, check your references, recheck your references. It's live at your site. I mean, honestly, and I think the fact that this is so far from us, I work, he work, so we couldn't be up here as often.
That one there, she wanted to come to California.
Oh yeah, I mean after, yeah. I mean, but that was at the end. That's the problem. That was the end of the project. It should have been smooth sailing. Anyway, I wanted to come to Cali with him
It's all right though.
because he loved it.
Yeah.
So, all right, but that's it. I hope y'all enjoyed. This is that ugly part of real estate that you guys may not always get to see. So we trying to show y'all the real of everything. So I will come back when this property is finished, and we still have another update of the property down in Norfolk that's coming up. Sorry, the boys are now playing hide and seek in a wide open house. But anyway, thanks y'all for watching. Drop a like. Make sure if you have any questions, comments, go ahead and throw them down below. And if you're not subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Till next time. Bye.